Hello, everyone. My name is Oksana. It's Road to Edoverse, weekly Edoverse Insider, the 33rd. We deliver the news about the creation of our project, Edoverse. And as usual, Tokugawa-san, could you please open the session today?
Thank you. Thank you, Oksana. Hello, everyone. This is Iehiro Tokugawa. Now, have I spoken about Edo Castle already? I believe not, okay? Probably not. Okay, but most likely not. And you see, in preparation of the Edoverse graphics, now construction of Edo Castle is running at full swing. This is an agricultural term, I think. Now, okay, so Edo Castle is naturally the largest castle in Japan. I mean, it is still providing the backbone of this city. And like Marunouchi, the real business center, comes from a term that it is inside the castle. You see, Maru means like a fort. And they looked round from above, so they were called Maru, Ninomaru, Honmaru, etc., etc. And so it is enormous. And you see, you drive around the Edo Castle today, the Kokyo, the Imperial Palace, and it is beautiful and quite impressive. Now, and then it doesn't have a keep tower, the Tenshukaku. This is because under the reign of the fourth shogun, the city of Edo was suffered an enormous fire. So this is like, 50, 60 years after? I think it's roughly at the same time with the Great London Fire. In London, they made fireproof buildings after that, but Edo instead changed the way of city planning, and it did suffer from more fires afterwards. Now, what made Edo Castle very special at the time is that it never rebuilt the keep tower. Usually, this is believed to be a result of financial considerations. So, if we're to rebuild the keep tower, then why not spend the money on helping the people who have been burnt out of their houses? But more importantly, the shogun's head advisor, the title at the time, Hoshina Masayuki, he was almost killed. He is, in fact, the illegitimate son of the second shogun, whose wife came from the Oda family, the first unifier of Japan, Oda Nobunaga. And so Hoshina Masayuki, the shogun's chief advisor, had a grudge against the Oda clan, and he said the Tenshukaku is a creation of Oda. So, and this is good only in the times of war. All you can do is see far away. So I don't think it is important. And so therefore it was not built again. But but I believe there is deeper politics involved. Is that you see, when Toyotomi Hideyoshi invaded Korea in 1592, the first thing he did was to build an enormous castle and a keep tower in what is today's Saga Prefecture in Japan. So you see, and the Koreans knew that. Of course, they were seeing that there are fishermen and merchants busily moving between northern Kyushu and southern Korea. So the keep tower meant war for the Koreans, or for the Chinese for that matter. And by not building a keep tower in Edo or in Hakata for that matter, Castle of Fukuoka doesn't have a keep tower either. So the Tokugawa shoguns were trying to send a message, especially Hoshina Masayuki, to the Koreans that we never mean to rearm ourselves or to attack again. So this is like a detente. You see, you destroy your nuclear weapons. You destroy your weapons to demonstrate that you have no intention of initiating war again. So in that sense, the absence of the keep tower in Edo, in the city of Edo, present-day Tokyo, is pretty much the symbol of the long piece of Tokugawa, or Pax Tokugawa, as they say. So that is why there are people who tell me that the keep tower has to be rebuilt as a symbol of the long peace that Tokugawa Japan enjoyed. But should it be or should it not be? I am still contemplating. Okay, so that's it for today. More details on the castle next time.
Thank you very much. Tokugawa-san, as usual, very interesting. And next, JJ, could you please join us?
Sure. Thank you, Oksana. Hello, everybody. We have just been back from 2049, the conference event in Singapore, and it was really exciting. For 2 days, we had a lot of investors meetings and collaboration meetings as well. And we are super confident that once we say Edoverse is supervised by the real shogun, Tokugawa Iehiro-san, anyone is smiling and they're super surprised to see us. And they said they're willing to participate in our project anyway. So it was really fruitful, and we are gonna nurture this relationship with them. So from tech part, we'd like to share something. We are happy to announce that marketplace is already launched in the market, and then in which the player can enjoy the game to be winner for the certain exclusive license or rights to sell the katana's NFT. And then of course anyone loves katana, right? For example, kotetsu, or the famous one, Izumi no Kami Kanesada, is a super famous one as it's so strong sword. And we are gonna provide some avatars, right? Like for example, like Shinsengumi or ordinary people's avatars. We are about to launch that. So I think it's gonna be super exciting for the people to have Shinsengumi, like for example, Kondo Isami plus Kotetsu is I think the strongest avatars collaboration in this field, right? So when we are providing the battlefield or combat gaming application in this space, then those avatars and sword or katana's NFT is going to be, I think, the strongest one. So we just started to activate our gaming application. This is one tech part update from my side. And the other thing is we are about to finalize. Always I say finalize. Sorry for that, but finalize the process of being listed on certain exchange. So I hope we can show some great updates within a really couple of days. So I don't know, it really depends on the back office side. We are just waiting for the final answer. And then once we get that answer, everything is done. And then third part is we just received kind of sample visual of constructing Edo Castle. As Tokugawa-san mentioned, I didn't know Maru means, it's really nice. Circle is important. I learned a lot. But anyway, Edo Castle, and then Daime Koji area and Edo downtown is going to be maybe launched, I think around, I'm not sure, the middle of December or around that. So maybe people can enjoy to see those creatives. And then one thing I felt in 2049 in Singapore is definitely I can say our creative is the best. Definitely best. Anyways, walking around and definitely stopped by our booth and take a photo with us with samurai sword and Japanese kimono. So I think this marketing is not so bad. I mean, our creative is going to be the best. So the most priority thing is to show our creativist and latest works, which is the best metaverse in the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, JJ. And yes, I'm happy to hear that we had a great feedback and great work. So,
thanks.
And next, Mitsushi, could you please join us?
Hi, thanks, Oksana. I'm in office right now. There are several things I would like to encompass today. Firstly, about quality of avatars and marketplace. The staff of our Edoverse team shared the creative output of NFT marketplace and several avatars, quality of which is quite amazing and wonderful. I have been using several Metaverse services and NFT products, but I think the quality of our service will be outstanding and very conspicuous. I think that's going to be definitely our strength and advantage. So we should frame our project as such. A second thing is that I think the NFT bubble, the situation around the NFT bubble has been changing so far. 1 year ago, a lot of new NFT projects were launched, but these days users have gained literacy and the users have ability to identify or distinguish legitimate project from some other random projects. So it's getting more difficult and more difficult to appeal audience and motivate audience to purchase NFTs. So we need to consider many different kinds of strategies compared to past years. So now I'm researching several NFT projects which have launched recently. I think it's possible to extract some commonality from successful NFT projects with regards to the price and the number of NFT issued and how they establish community, and finally how they impart utility or use case to each NFT. I think it's necessary to continue to research some other NFT projects and analogies or precedents so that our project will become even more successful. Finally, about Metaverse projects, there are several tentpole Metaverse projects in the world right now, such as The Sandbox, Decentraland, and Illivium. And I have found that all these Metaverse projects have accelerated many different kind of collaboration, partnership, and alliances. I think I see some sort of dichotomy dichotomy is happening right now. Very successful projects versus projects which are not successful at all. It's like disparity is getting bigger and bigger right now. All these three projects like Illivium, Sandbox, Decentraland become almost monopolistic in the markets. So it's very sort of necessary for us to strategically consider how we join this market and open up the gate to gain new users and steal users from those existing projects. That's, I think, it's very important for us to consider right now. That's all from me today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mitsushi. And Dominique, could you please sum up today's session?
Thank you, Oksana. Welcome back to Tokyo. The Singapore Tokyo 2049 was quite successful. And as Gigi mentioned, we are marketing in Asia is actually now sort of expanding. We just appoint a correspondent in each Asian areas. And then this time that we might just have some of the very good good network with Vietnamese teams and also Thai teams. And we may just build up some Indian team. That's going to be very exciting too. And then we have we just announced that on the 5th of September about Discord role reward. We are now preparing for reward for the Discord contributors who are just building up laws. The laws we announced the fight list and also the other reward details on the 10th of October. And Otamon sales, Otamon areas land development is actually just proceeding at the same time of the Edo Castle building, and this is under construction. You see a very beautiful Edo Castle now. And then we are just also reclaimate the other around the Edo Castle areas. Now it's a next step should be the Otamon areas at the little north of Daimyo Koji areas. But this time that we're talking to the Japanese company to collaborate just in these areas is if the company can just invest or maybe buy the land of the one daimyo mansion areas, so they can just make some of their own advertisement. They can just produce their own business in that mansions. So we now announce. We're just preparing for announce that details of this digital twin premium package partnership plan. Please just wait for the 10th of October. And also, we just announced that avatar program. Probably, I think it's going to be in public very, very soon. And firstly, that probably people can just imagine that what kind of avatars are coming up. The very famous heroes in the Edo period. We're going to start, and we may just share it around 10 famous heroes avatars just at the first. And also we can show you the orders of detail things. So then we have a marketplace finally we launched, but that is still the alpha versions. We just still that the fixed format just we proposed, and then still that you can just utilize that things that to trade in the NFT land and the Daimyo Koji. So in this case, you have you might just accumulate more than 10% of Daimyo Mansions NFTs, and then you can get Katana business, and then you can just earn tokens probably in the future. Probably after this launch of a marketplace, that we will see that a 10% accumulate round NFT winner is appearing, and I hope that we want to just celebrate on that very soon. So, and then thanks for everybody that actually we are just receiving a lot of proposal or opinions, and also sometimes the criticism just to the Edoverse, that it's very helpful for us. Anytime that I think you can just make it to us, we're very happy. So thanks for this.
Yes, thank you very much, everyone, for the feedback. It helps us to grow, and thank you, everyone, for talking today. And I will meet with you next week for updating everything and the progress. So goodbye.